Let's see. Hey everyone, it's Sunday, and you know what that means? It's Genshin Sunday. And what I'm gonna be doing is I plan on working on the story quest, but I just remembered I have this event that's going on in Genshin that I need to do, so that's what I'm gonna do. I did do a lot of work on it. I got through all the training and all that stuff on it, so I could do the main story part on it. And if there's time, we're gonna do some more story quests in Genshin. So I hope you guys are all excited for that. So why don't we go ahead and get right on into it, because I'm really excited to do this. But actually, before we do that, we're gonna be doing some polls because the banner I've been waiting for with Miko is out. So we're gonna go and do some polls. So let's go on head on into the Genshin, shall we? And why is that? Oh, let me see if I can fix this. There we go. And why is my model not showing up? Okay, there we go. And why is that there? Hold on, let me see. Maybe I do this. No, that didn't get rid of it. I wonder why that's there. That usually doesn't pop up. And it seems I'm a little off on also on VC. Just let me. Fix that real quick. There we go. Maybe now that'll make it disappear. There we go. Now we're good. I was wondering because the little camera's there. And also, before I forget, Mythic Duo, aka Flare and Umbri, thank you too for following. I really do appreciate it. The follow, guys. Okay, now why don't we go ahead and get Genshin? Let me just move it up over here on my side because it was blocking chat for a bit. Okay, here we go. Okay, who's ready for some polls? Okay, here goes the first poll. Wow, I got Layla. I wasn't pulling for her, but I got her. I got one of the new characters. Nice. I got Layla on the first poll. Or is it pronounced Lila? I can't. But this is. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this real quick. There we go. Saved. But I wasn't expecting to get her on the first pull. But I consider that lucky. And I got another Toma. I wasn't. Oh, Layla's cryo. That's nice. I've been wanting. I got another cryo. Dad, and my roster. Nice. Okay, that was the first poll. Let's see what we get on the second poll. Hey, Willow, welcome on in. You just missed me doing the first poll that I'm doing on Genshin today, and I got the new character, Layla. Ooh, I got a great sword. Not bad. Currently doing pulls in Genshin. Ow! I know you did that on purpose, Willow. I know it was you, even though the notification didn't come up. I know it was you. But this pull right here was not very good because I didn't get for anything except the sword. Okay. Let's see if I get Miko on this pull. Come on, Miko. Let's see if we get Miko. And nope, it doesn't look like it. I didn't get him, but I got Hanzo. I was hoping for Miko. That's who I was after. But luckily I have enough to get some more wishes real quick, so let me go over to the shop. Not from there. It's not use the art night skip trick. It's not guaranteed to work, but hey. Yeah, I'll give it a try. Oh man, I can only get 2. I must use 3. I must have gotten 3 without knowing. Okay, I got 5 wishes, but let's see if we can get it maybe with single ones. Okay, down to the last wish. Let's see if we get her. And nope. Gotcha gave me some new characters, but it screwed me out of the one I wanted to get, which was her. I wanted to get Miko to add to my roster so I could have a new Electro. Because, well, I am grateful I got Layla, which is the new Cryo. I'm glad I got her because it adds a new Cryo to my roster, and I guess it's I can upgrade Toma now. But I really wanted Miko. Oh my god, my finger is just cracked like snow.
How did I do
Ow, that
that?
gotta hurt if your knuckles cracked like that.
Okay.
Oh, I know I can ascend her by, let me see.
Everything.
Yeah, we got the trial right here. So, that, and I can upgrade her.
The night is cold. Stars, shine for me. My guiding stars.
So what would have been something is that if it had given me characters I don't after without a surprise, but I guess the gacha won't do that.
Ready, steady, go! Not now.
Is it really that hard to get pulls in Genshin? For characters you want like 5 stars, yes it is. It is hard to get pulls for Genshin. Because as you just saw, I just did 3 10 pulls and I did not get Miko. And the gacha, one of the pulls, it only gave me a weapon and no characters.
The night is cold. Stars, shine for me. My guiding stars. Don't be scared.
30 pulls aren't gonna get you a 6-star in Arknights. Damn, like, Arknights is a bit brutal when it comes to that. Maximum 50, minimum 50, maximum 75. Damn.
Dodge this.
In Azure Lane, I've only gotten 1 ultra rare so far, and that was when it was an event.
This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this.
Yes, but pull resources are more frequent. Oh, so it gives you a lot more stuff so you can pull for them. Well, a 1. The reason I didn't try to pull for him is because I have no interest of having Child on my team after what I had to go through after what I went through in the fight with him and Leeway.
Come on out, show them. Come on out, show them. Come on out. A sight to behold. Show them. Come on out.
You get 100 daily originating. I'm guessing that's the stuff you use to pull. Is what you used to pull, and you have 500 weekly. That's pretty generous of them to give that to you.
We can do it. I'm always watching. Show them. Come on out. Show them.
And you also have Annihilation, which lets you grind for more. interesting.
Come on out.
You see right there, that's why I want Miko, because she has a pretty good skill sets, but unfortunately I did not get a chance to pull for her even with all the wishes I had saved up. I mean, when I was doing one banner, it was, let me see here. Where's the, here he is, Ito. I wasn't trying to pull for Ito, but I ended up getting Ito from just 110 pull. Like, I wasn't trying to pull for him, but I got him anyway. I was trying to go for Kuki Shinobu, but when I did went for trying to go Kuki Shinobu, I never got her. All I got was after Ito, all I got was a bunch of Chung Yuns to where he's completely maxed out on Constellation. Recently, they added the proxy, which lets you get Originium from Annihilation without doing the stage. That sounds pretty good. But yeah, this character right here, this is the one I got where he is on the Constellations. As you can see, is all maxed out because this is what I kept getting him from two gotcha reruns on characters I was trying to get, because the one I was trying to get Kuki Shinobu, but it didn't pan out. I got Ito on the first draw, but after that I just kept getting Chung Yun, and as you can see, this is the result. How it works is that Originium is given with how many enemies you defeat. If you kill all of them, you get all the Originium. So I see. So the more enemies you kill, the more gotcha resources you get. I'm only doing this one to get the gems. I'm gonna start saving mine again since used what I had and it didn't give me.
You're mine. Bring it on.
Wanted, so I might as well save up. Though I kind of wish they would start putting like the 5 stars, you know, like have like do a special, not like every month, but maybe like every so month where they make a 5-star available in the shop to get. That would be nice of them to do, guys. Even when you get one character, when you have the character in the game, you still have to get more copies in order for them to be fully upgraded. So like, even if I did get Miko, she wouldn't be like at full like ability in terms of talents, because a lot of the constellations would still be blocked. I would still have to
so sorry.
Get more of them for her to be like a full power, but I just want to have her like a collection, because not all of mine are
you can run, but you can't hide. Bring it on. Don't push your luck.
A full constellation like I have with Chung Yun.
Don't get frostbite. Riptide.
Well, 400 enemies give you around 330. So 2 annihilations clear, you gets you a single pull. It has a limit though. Yeah, I bet it does have a limit, because they don't want people to like constantly like try to farm it to where they're just constantly getting pulls. Which one? Okay, time to do some battling in the new event. Well, actually, it's not new. It's been going on for a while. It's just I've been busy with the model I've been working on.
Huh, didn't know they put the bar for entry so low.
Oh,
Let's go! This is gonna be over so fast. Don't blink or you'll miss it.
Don't be nervous, Bongohead. It's only the qualifiers. These are teeny tiny potatoes. Just think of them as stepping stones.
Big attacks will work to our advantage. Everyone, now!
Time to use your splish splash water balloon!
And by doing more stages, killing or more enemies in those stages lets you upgrade that limit. It definitely sounds pretty good when it Arkanites seems to do pretty well when it comes to giving you resources for draws, like again, like Azure Lane does.
Great job, Bongohead! And everyone else, too!
But how? How can my swift fighting style fail? Everyone, retreat now!
This fungi fighting is unlike anything else we've ever done before, and it's super fun. That beast tamer and her fungi work together pretty well, almost as well as the two of us.
Are you sure are you saying you want to try at fighting? Your signature move will be Silver Supernova Slap.
That's not what Paimon meant. Paimon just wanted to say that our opponent seems to have developed her own fighting style unique to her and her fungus. Oh, it'd be great if we were more tightly in sync with Bongohead. Imagine if we could just look at him and he'd know exactly what to do. That would be amazing.
That's why it's so important to develop close connections with your teammates.
Miko and Layla! How's it going for you so far?
Twirly Whirly and the other Shroom buddies were way stronger than I thought. Before I knew it, they'd knocked the opposition out. When I got back to the arena, I saw Miss Yai's opponent running away like they'd just seen a ghost. Miss Yai said she needed to find you and discuss something, so I came with her.
Little Layla here breezed through her first battle. Soka won hers by a hair's breadth, but mine was rather disappointing. My opponent was a frightful bore.
Well, it's only just started after all. It'd be a bit of a crazy tournament if everyone in the qualifiers was a prize fighter. But anyway, what was it you wanted to discuss with us?
You're getting smarter, aren't you, Paimon? I thought you'd need me to remind you, but no, you said it yourself. Our opponents will only get stronger as the tournament proceeds, so we mustn't let our guard down. Why don't we keep up the momentum from our respective first-round victories? Let's give our fungi some special training to strengthen our bonds with them.
Great idea! Stay one step ahead of the game. All right, guess it's Shroom Buddy's special training o'clock. Let's get to it.
Thing is, I've already done all the training.
The view here is wonderful. It smells of the rainforest here, and we're far enough away that no one will bother us. Let's have some fun with our fungi friends, then take a break to sample some of Sumeru's delectable snacks.
Yay! Snack time! Snack time! Wait a second. Aren't we here for training, though? Or did you put something in the snacks that'll improve our bonds with our fungi?
Even if I had that kind of power, I wouldn't dream of abusing it. I assure you, the dried fruits and pastries I brought are quite ordinary. Perhaps you thought I'd planned an intensive training session for you? That won't be necessary. On the contrary, when you're constantly on edge, you miss quite a lot of important things. Since the goal here is to bond with our fungi, we should treat them as friends and create happy memories with them. Eating and having fun together are vital components of friendship training. Imagine if all the Traveler ever thought about was making you stronger, forcing you to build rock-hard muscles just to watch you send Mitochurls flying. Would you gladly comply?
Proxy is also nerfed by having 12 days to use it, but it's weekly, so you can get a bunch of them. Well, that's good that it's weekly, so you get a bunch of them. Did she just talk about giving drugs to the mushrooms to boost their combat power? With the ones that with the mushroom monsters we have, well, oh yes, because the event I am currently doing, as in the title of the stream, is an event where I had to go out and capture mushroom monsters, and we're using them to fight in a tournament, kind of like Pokemon. It's where I'm not battling, but the mushrooms are. Buffmon.
Why are you looking at Paimon like that? Oh, don't you dare try anything like that! Or Paimon will ignore you for 3 days! No, 5 days!
See? You and he have a very strong bond, but that doesn't mean you'd be happy for him to inflict a rigorous physical training regimen on you. Do you really think the fungi would be any more receptive when they've only just met you?
Huh. Well, when you put it like that...
Miss Yai is right. Also, I'm curious to see what would happen if the wisdom orb is turned off or malfunctions. I wonder if the fungi will stay tamed or not.
You want to turn off the wisdom orb?
Yeah, it takes time for friends to get to know each other properly and come to trust each other. I can't always rely on this gizmo to communicate with Twirly Whirly. It makes me feel like I'm giving orders.
Ah, yes. True love cannot be controlled by external forces. Little Layla's belief is a classic one.
But that would mean giving up control over the fungi. Is that really a good idea?
Yeah, but that's illegal. Well, with the monsters, this is like the first event, so they really don't have very many rules with it. But I think what she means, I don't think Miko means giving like steroids to them to make them even like buffer and everything. I think she means like a certain kind of food that helps them like naturally grow stronger. I'm curious what will happen too. Yeah, I do actually wonder what will happen, because they were captured with the wisdom orb and they're control, but I'm wondering what will happen if you did undo do it.
Go ahead and give it a try, little Layla. Don't worry, the little ones and I will be here to keep you safe.
Okay, is everyone ready? I'm gonna do it.
Look at that! Now that it's turned off, Twirly Whirly's moving around on its own again. But it's not attacking people nearby like it did before.
Perhaps the Wisdom Orb's technology doesn't allow people to control the fungi at all. Maybe it simply adjusts the fungi's temperaments, calming them down so that they're capable of forming connections with people. If this theory is correct, little Layla's wish may yet come true. Once you've gotten to know each other, you'll be able to freely communicate without using the Wisdom Orb.
Miko's right. Forget fancy schmancy technology. The real breakthrough here is the power of friendship.
I'll do my best. I want to learn all about Twirly Whirly's likes and dislikes, then buy lots of snacks from the almighty merchant.
Paimon wants to get to know the real Bongo Head, too. Let's try deactivating our Wisdom Orb, shall we?
In this gun I found. What makes the wisdom is
Traveler, Paimon, Miss Yai, do you and your shroom buddies want to join us? I think Twirly wants to play in the water over there.
You'd better be careful. Don't get too close to Blitzara when you're knee-deep in the water, or you might find yourself on the receiving end of a very unique lower leg massage.
Bongo Head is a floating hydro fungus. Is always playing in the water. Is a yeah. What Miko basically what Miko's referring to with hers is an electro. So if it gets in water is zap.
Right. Paimon almost forgot. Should we let Bongo Head try something different? We could climb a tree together and see the view from the top. You two go ahead. We want Bongo Head to try something different since it's probably used to playing near water.
Oh, okay. Meet you back here later then. Hope you have a good time.
Bongo Head, we can do whatever you want to do. Just let us know. Paimon will probably understand you. Why isn't it responding? Guess Paimon will have to try using delicious treats to win its affection.
Help! Help me! Something's not right! Why are these fungi so aggressive?
Did you hear that? It sounds like someone's calling for help. Hurry, let's go check it out.
I'm sorry, she said the power of friendship, and I had to add, and this gun I found. Oh, yeah, because you know the typical line where someone goes, the power of friendship always wins, and you're like, I hope we get to keep the fungi that we captured. I really hope we get to keep them.
What are you doing here?
Hania, you saved the children?
I happened to be nearby. The children were mimicking what they'd seen the contestants doing and ended up getting surrounded by wild fungi. Fortunately, I heard the commotion and got here in time to save them.
That's so dangerous! Why are they trying to approach wild fungi without a wisdom orb?
It's hardly their fault. I was almost drawn in by the fungi's cute appearance once, too. Luckily, I remembered my family's stern warnings and the suffering that previous generations once endured, so I kept my distance. People never used to be under any illusion about how dangerous the fungi can be, but this Neelit polycup is changing people's perceptions, and now they're letting their guard down against the fungi, a consequence that Elhingen failed to foresee.
the tournaments become too popular for its own good, and trying to solve one problem, it's created another. Yeah, that tends to happen with some things. Is you set something up that solves one problem, but then another problem sooner will arise from one solution.
I'm putting an end to this debacle, first chance I get. The Wisdom Orb is the perfect tool for exterminating fungi on a large scale. And once I win the tournament, they'll be mine to do with as I please.
What are you talking about, Hania? Exterminating fungi? Not in front of Pyro 1! Don't you care about its feelings? You're taking part in the tournament too, aren't you? You even taught us a few tips and tricks. You're clearly enjoying the event.
I'm quite certain Pyro 1 would back me up if it was capable of realizing the past mistakes of its kind. But regrettably, it's just a pawn controlled by a gadget. It will never understand human sentiments. As for why I taught you guys a few things, don't you realize? I saw your potential, and I wanted you to help me reach my goals. Yet here you are now pleading the fungi's case. You've gotten too deep in this absurd game. Looks like Golden Comet and Silver Companion don't deserve such a stellar reputation after all.
Wait! Don't go! We turned off our Wisdom Orb just now, and we were playing with the fungi and everything!
It's a meme. The guy is a guy going, "I will defeat them with the power of friendship," and then he pulls out a gun and say, "In this gun I found." Oh, I get it. Like someone going like, "Oh, I'm gonna defeat the enemy with the power of friendship," and then the enemy pulls out something realistic that quickly defeats that. But yeah, I agree with you, Willow. That was a bitch. Even though she helped us out, she doesn't see that there's potential to have the fungi coexist with the locals without having to exterminate them all. I mean, because one thing in the game is that the fungi, the Wisdom Orb that we use to capture them and supposed to control them, it's turned off, yet the fungi is right next to us and not attacking. Which means she doesn't see the potential that it has for the fungi. And I mean, plus they could probably help them, people out if they knew how to coexist with them. Looks like she's made up her mind. Yep, definitely
Oh my, such a standout personality, and with the perfect dose of obstinacy. I sense dramatic events just waiting to unfold.
Nico? Layla? Oh, you heard the cries for help too, huh?
We were just talking about her as it happens. Little Layla told me that Hania gave you some guidance when you first entered the tournament, but after you met Layla, she very abruptly left. Looking at it now, she seems to be a classic case of a wrong path character. Blames the many for the mistakes of a few and seeks to wipe them all out of existence. She takes the wrong path because in her eyes, it is the most effective and sensible method of achieving her goal.
seems she had some bad experiences with fungi.
Fungi can definitely be aggressive and damage their environment, but some research also suggests that they're only acting in accordance with their nature, just like any other wild animals. The fungi have existed for a long time. No one knows what the ecological implications for the rainforest would be if they all got killed off suddenly.
Right! We shouldn't resort to extreme measures. No matter what Hania has been through, we can't let her do this just because she wants to.
You intend to stop her achieving victory? I can't say I didn't expect that response from you, but I hear she's one of the favorites to win this tournament. Are you prepared to face such a formidable opponent?
Gosh, she sounds depressed and sleepy. Sounds like she's just gonna fall asleep right there. Yeah, with Layla, I think it said that she has like a sleeping disorder a bit, and that can happen with some people where they're like just I don't know much about sleeping disorders. I do know there is one that like would cause somebody to suddenly fall asleep, called narcoleptic. It's where like somebody will be awake at one moment, then all of a sudden they be asleep. but I don't think that's what Layla has. She might have a type of sleeping disorder that makes it to where she could just get real sleepy at times. We will train harder. We keep bonding with our fungi. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
That's what you brought us here for, right? To get acquainted with our fungi friends so we can cooperate better with them? Wait, did you know all this was gonna happen?
It would be rather boring if I had arranged every last detail in advance. The chance encounter between you and Hania came as quite a pleasant surprise. Today's training ends here. The qualifiers should be over now. We should go and find out what to expect in the later stages.
But what Layla did say about what would happen if all the fungi suddenly were exterminated, that is true, because when an animal is taken out of an ecosystem, you don't know what would happen if that would have on the environment. Because there are some animals that the forest relies on to stuff like, for example, like if all the bees suddenly disappeared, how would a lot of pollination happen with the flowers? Because the bees do a lot of the pollinating with between the flowers and plants. So if all the bees suddenly disappeared, what would happen? And the plants would no doubt die, and the ones that did survive would evolve. You know what she makes me think of? Cruz. She's an early game operator in Arknights who was always looking to sleep. Yeah, and, there'll be characters like that in games and in anime, in a lot of shows, where you just have that one character who's like just always sleepy and wants to sleep. I mean, we had a character in Scarlet Nexus where all she wanted to do, she just wanted to go and nap. Oh, I have to go here first.
There are a lot of people over there. Are they looking for something?
I heard that the organizers set up loads of message boards for the audience to leave comments and interact with each other. It sounds like a good way to encourage discussion about the tournament. I wonder if people will talk about me and Twirly Whirly. Oh, if only I could use this experience in one of my papers somehow.
Paimon thinks that's a great idea! You always need a ton of information to write a paper, and you can't always get the info you need. But this time, you're the one providing yourself with the information! You can write whatever you want!
That's a nice idea, Paimon. But I'm from the Ratawahiz, Darshan. The kind of information I'm gathering now would only be of any use to someone in the Amorita, Darshan.
Different disciplines, worlds apart, but maybe one world's trash is another world's treasure.
Yeah! You can provide the information to Amorita students! Maybe sell it to the highest bidder! Wait, no! Royalties! Charge royalties!
Mora is a secondary consideration, but I could make it a fair trade by getting the Amorita students to read through some advanced papers for me and figure out what Twirly Whirly's kind likes. If I can narrow the search, It'll make my life a whole lot easier. I won't have to buy hundreds of different things and get twirly-whirly to try them all. Just thinking about it makes me want to pass out.
Layla, that's an amazing idea! Please, get them to look into what Bongo Head likes, too!
I'll do my best. When I get back, I'll write a letter and send it to the Amorta.
Sign of some.
Little one, the pairings for the remaining 32 are out.
Huh? We'll be facing Soka next.
Oh, I've been looking forward to this a lot.
What are you so excited about? Aren't you worried that we'll knock your budding author out of the competition? If that happens, Yai Publishing House's nice little journey in Sumeru will come to a very abrupt end.
Not
Oh,
really.
please, do your worst. I never asked Soka to win in the first place. Besides, maybe suffering a humiliating defeat will give her the epiphany she so desperately needs. After all, a life with no obstacles tends to narrow the mind. People end up believing that only they are on the right path. Sometimes, obstacles are more valuable than smooth sailing.
Also, okay, let me catch up on chat. Also, her ENVA is the most British female I have heard in a while. So yeah, CC9 is coming up. Thinking of taking part of it this time. CC9, what is that, Willow? Because that's the first time I've heard of it. Is it has something that's to do with Arknights? Because I haven't really played Arknights yet, so not very familiar with a lot of the events that go on at Arknights. I'm gonna go with this
Excellent.
one.
Ah, I'm looking forward to the next round. I'll await your good news.
Okay, contingency contract is the most difficult challenge of the game. It's recommended to experienced players. Yeah, from the way it sounds with that challenge, even if I started playing Arknights today, I wouldn't be able to do that because of the leveling I would have to go through first. And no doubt it has requirements you have to meet before you do it, like it does with Azure Lane. Like you have to. Hell no, you wouldn't. Okay, I need to make time go ahead. All my things flashing. If there we go. Okay, now we're good. Back in the green. You probably wouldn't get past 10 enemies defeated. Yeah, that does sound like it would take time to. It would take a long time before I ever could participate in that kind of event. Plus, it is locked. Okay, so it is locked.
It's the round of 32 for the new Impala Cup. We're up against
Oh. Oh. You need to clear a certain stage to get it. Yeah, like yeah, I expected as much. Like with Azure Lane, I haven't gotten past the PR missions yet because I still have to do 10 because stage 10 apparently appears to be very tough to do. Okay, let's get my lineup set up. Okay. Let's see how this lineup does.
Traveler, Paimon, this day has come earlier than I had expected. My apologies, but my writing career is at stake here, and my reputation in Lady Yai's eyes. I can't allow you to beat me.
Bring it on.
Don't get too cocky, Soka. We won't go easy on you.
Unleash the wrath of the storm, Stormstress! How can this be? You're too strong!
That's because I've awakened on my beforehand.
Use your ultimate water blast. Let's finish this.
I can't believe it. I lost. That's it. It seems that the guests of Tenshukaku have powers beyond the reach of mere mortals like me.
Oh no! Did we go too far? Soka's taking this pretty hard. Miko said it was fine not to hold back, but she'll definitely be mad at us when she sees her in this state. Oh, Paimon's freaking out! Okay, we should just go apologize to Miko. Come on, Bungo Head. Put on your best guilty face.
Okay. There is an integrated strategies, which is also fun and challenging. It is roguelike half.
We're sorry! It was all Bungo Head! We didn't know it would take Soka out so quickly!
It's a roguelike half permanent event. Oh, I see. So it's like a really, really hard challenge mode with the events. It requires you to be very high level in order to even take part in it. Those events certainly are challenging. Not really. Oh. Well, with this event I'm doing here in Genshin, it's pretty easy because you actually don't need to finish all the Archon quests before actually doing it. There is a quick start button that will let me do the missions. It's just that you may not understand some of the characters and their stories because you haven't done them yet. So it's kind of like where I'm out of sync with the story a bit, but it's because throughout the time it would take for us to get through it all, there would not be enough time, which is why I did the quick start. It lets you level up units past your level already have on them. Oh, so it's a so IS lets you level up is past the level. Oh, so it's similar to Limit Break. I should be the one who's responsible.
Oh, did she look crestfallen? and say something melodramatic like, "Beyond the reach of mere mortals," then curl up on the ground and start wailing?
Yes, she did.
Yes, to all of those, actually. Oh, you know it really well, huh?
It's better this way. Soka will turn this experience into valuable writing material. She'll be able to portray the protagonist's journey with all the setbacks they face along the way much more compellingly. It will resonate all the more with readers. As for how to flesh out the villain, dominating, ruthless but brilliant, and ultimately victorious, the inspiration will have to come from you. So don't go getting yourselves knocked out of the competition by some second-rate wannabe,
But oh no, I'm the villain. But Paimon freeloads off the villain, so she's the bigger villain. I'm gonna go with this one.
That's a conversation for another time. Oh, Miku, please ask Soka to go easy on us when she writes us into the novel.
Traveler, Paimon, I miss you.
Layla, take it easy. Don't go fainting on us.
I'm alright. So, I wrote to the Amorta students, and they were really keen. I got a reply with the information I needed within just a few hours. I've tried making a few different snacks for Twirly Whirly based on the information they gave me, but it didn't seem to like any of them. Maybe I used some of the wrong ingredients or something. So then I made a new, improved list, and also included ingredients that might suit Bongo Head's taste. I didn't go to bed until way past midnight. So I'm a little out of breath today.
How'd you get the results so soon? That was super quick.
I got sleep explains the tiredness, but not the breathlessness.
How's it going, my little Layla? Have you been teaching your opponents a lesson?
Yep. Thanks for taking us training, Miss Yai. Twirly Whirly is way more obedient now, and it reacts so quickly. I'm actually kinda envious. But the opponents have gotten stronger too, so the pressure is on. I gotta train with Twirly Whirly some more if I want to have a shot at getting into the quarterfinals. The problem is, I'm also planning to visit the Almighty Merchant at 7 in the morning tomorrow to buy all the ingredients I need.
Oh, that's no problem. I'll join you with your training session, and we can leave the little ones to buy the ingredients. They're quite the experts in running errands.
Oh, sounds like you two help out Miss Yai quite often, huh?
Yeah, we sure do. Because if we didn't...
Right. Yeah. Please don't turn us into scary evil bad guys.
Don't worry, little Layla. They're just apologizing to me for defeating Soka. Go buy yourself a nice drink, take a break, and catch your breath.
Thanks so much. You guys are the best. This is the address where I arranged to meet up with the Almighty Merchant. And here's the list of ingredients. Thanks again.
Hey, it's our pleasure.
Ow.
You helped us look into Bongo Head's preferences, remember? Glad we could
Ow.
return the favor.
Willow!
As for the potential liabilities we didn't have time to discuss earlier, one good place to start might be the fungi power-up materials.
Floral jelly?
Why, this is the most exciting subplot of the novel, the secret investigation. I'm sure you must be curious about where the magical powers of the Wisdom Orb and Floral Jelly really come from. Besides, if we fail to uncover what's really going on in this tournament, we simply leave Hania to her own devices. Who knows what chaos might ensue?
Yeah, we don't want to do that, especially how much she hates the fungi.
This is suddenly sounding super complicated. Paimon isn't really following.
I suggest that you act just before sunrise, While most people are tired and resting, you may find some important leads.
Should we really take Miko's suggestion?
The evil laugh that you didn't hear was the best. I know what you were laughing about because you figured out where you can do a yeet and then do a free yeet without me knowing on it. That's why you're laughing. For this, okay, well, it's literally what we signed up for the sake of harmonic coexistence of our shroom buddies. Yeah, can go with that.
You're right. Okay, let's wait until early tomorrow morning and go check out the fungi power-up place. Don't worry, Bongo Head. You're not under suspicion or anything. We just want to make sure everyone stays safe in this competition.
Okay, time to...
It's time! Let's head towards the fungi power-up place. It should be totally deserted. After we're done investigating, we can go buy all those ingredients from the almighty merchant Leela mentioned. Then we'll come back and compete in the next round.
Yeah, this was a stall where I did the, where there was a challenge where I had to do all the, like, floral jellies to awaken my fungi, which I actually did on my own, because there was no like events or anything, so I went ahead and did them. What was it? Oh yeah. Okay, so next is this fight. After that, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 more.
This all looks like regular floral jelly. It's right out in the open for everyone to see, and they've even put the recipe on the table.
Most contestants wouldn't suspect a thing, but even if they added some special ingredients...
Well, it's not like we can just take them away and go investigate them. That'd be stealing, right? We'd probably be disqualified and might even end up getting arrested by the Corps of Dirty. Oh, but we do have a camera. How about we take some pictures of the floral jelly and its recipe? At least then we'll have a record of all the important information.
Yeah, best to take photos of the evidence. Okay, so I need to get my camera out, so... Go over and... inventory and... get my camera.
An expert to analyze these photos, but we're kind of running out of time. Let's go buy Layla's stuff first. Hania?
You hold yourselves to pretty high standards, coming here so early to power up your fungi. No wonder you've made it this far.
Hania, we need to talk. Your plan you told us about last time, it's way too extreme.
Save your breath. If you think I'm wrong, start by defeating me. Then you can show me why exactly you think your opinion is correct.
She won't listen to us at all. How did things end up like this? Paimon thought we were getting along pretty well at first.
The only way we can persuade her is to do it her way.
Alright, fine. Come on, Bongo Head. There's no time to mope.
It's that okay, that right there was sus. I don't know which one is more sus, the guy with the glasses or the one, because they're both involved in this, and I don't know which one is more sus, the one with the glasses or the guy who's putting his fortune on the line for this. Because right now they both looked really suspicious. Ah, there's the waypoint. But definitely I'm wondering if those guys are somehow involved in some of the troublemaking going on.
This is where we should be meeting the Almighty Merchant.
Oh, the looks on your faces tell me you're searching for the Almighty Merchant, yes? Welcome, welcome.
Yeah! How did you know? Wait, Dory? So you're the Almighty Merchant Layla mentioned?
Why so surprised? Every vendor and customer in the Grand Bazaar knows that Lord Sangama Bay possesses the widest and most magical range of goods. Almighty, supreme, omnipotent, these and many more are my exclusive epithets. Any other merchant thinking of using one can forget it, unless they're prepared to pay millions of mora in licensing fees.
Guess Paimon should have known.
Yeah, whatever, but back to business. I'm surprised that Layla sent you here on her behalf. I suppose she must be busy enjoying the Beast Tamer tournament,
Sounds like you two get along pretty well. You know a lot about what's going on.
It has nothing to do with getting along. Layla previously bought a few things from me. They weren't the most valuable goods, but it was still a lot of mora for a student. So naturally, I now keep tabs on her activity, which is why I know that she's taking part in a very suspicious tournament.
So you know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Some something just didn't feel right. As it happens, I do have some goods I'm trying to get off my hands. They're a little hot for my liking, but so far no takers. They're also taking up space, so I think I'll just give them to you.
This is just a bunch of spare parts and random notes.
I'm told this is a device and some documents that the organizer attempted to destroy. But they were careless. Some people will scavenge through anything hoping for a chance to get rich. Sure enough, someone fished these out of the water and sent them to me.
Now that Paimon takes a closer look, this looks similar to the recipe for floral jelly. And these parts look like they came from a wisdom orb. Maybe they were used during the experiment
Sounds
phase.
sus.
Let's hold on to them for now and have Miku take a look later. Maybe she'll notice if there's anything fishy about them.
I think we can safely assume that. Yeah, from what it's telling me, it's probably from a prototype version of the Wisdom Orb, and it probably had a lot more. It might have had dangerous, suspicious side effects, and that's probably why it was thrown out, because they didn't want anyone to find it, or they're trying to hide what the Wisdom Orbs that they knew if they have a secret function on them that people don't know about.
Yeah, seems like our worries were well placed after all. But Paimon still wants to hang out with Bongo Head.
I don't know what you two are talking about, but it sounds like these items might prove useful to you. Tell you what, I'll give you a discount. 60 million mora. Thank you for your business.
60 million mora.
Why, you sneaky little...
I'm just kidding. No one gives a hoot about these items except for you and the Matra. We have other business to do today. Consider this a little extra I'm throwing in to sweeten the deal. Show me Layla's list. I just need to know what she wants. Once I finish stocking up the goods, I'll send someone to deliver them to her so that you don't have to.
That's a relief. Paimon thought all our efforts were gonna go down the drain. We couldn't afford that price even if we won the top prize.
Here's Layla's order list.
Flour mixed with matsutake powder, a vintage jam, zaytun peach juice? Is this really the fungi diet? How did Layla even find that out?
Paimon still feels kinda uneasy about all this, but we don't have much time. Let's continue with the competition. If Kautilya really is plotting something, we'll expose him in front of everyone during the ultimate trial.
Okay, here we go. Next match in the competition. Okay, so he's using a cryo. Alright, bro, house duties need me for a bit. Okay, Willow, and I hope things go well with the chores. I'll still be here when you get back because I'm still working on this event. Okay, let's see how this lineup goes.
I can see you're serious about this. Good. Time to put my years of rigorous training
Baron
to full
Bigfoot.
use. Now, prepare to witness the power of my all-cryo fungi team.
Oh, cryo, you got more than just cryo.
Freeze them, Gusto Frosto. impossible! My team has been defeated?
Whew! That was a hard-won battle. You and your buddies put up a good fight, Bungo Head.
And that takes care of that.
Traveler, Paimon, I saw you guys made it to the next round. Congrats.
Hey, Layla! You're looking well today. And Twirly Whirly looks really happy. Guess you won your last round, too.
It was a close call. I only won by a hair. Oh, I'm so glad I trained with Miss Yai beforehand. Also, the almighty merchant just sent someone to deliver the stuff I ordered. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go catch up on some rest with Twirly Whirly now. My stamina's running low. Let's keep the volume down.
Speaking of Miss Yai, where did Miko go?
She left in a hurry with Soka. I guess they must have had something urgent to do. Also, I think they were escorted by a mercenary from the Corps of 30. When I returned to the arena, they were already quite a distance away. It didn't feel right to run after them and ask what they were up to.
It gets busy at the Yai publishing house, after all.
Could be. Miko has been putting a lot of time into the tournament lately, so Paimon wouldn't be surprised if she had a lot of chief editor work to catch up on. She also said that she wanted to look for inspiration while enjoying her vacation. The mercenary was probably just their tour guide. We shouldn't worry about it.
The quarterfinals are coming up. To me, this is the most important round. I'm a little nervous, but let's all do our best.
Yeah! We've all done really well to come this far in the tournament. Keep it up, Layla!
We mustn't let our guards down. We need to strike a balance between competing and investigating.
Right! We have to stay vigilant. Okay, let's take some photos of the items we got from Dory to add to the ones we took this morning. We'll show them all to Miko when we see her next.
Okay.
It's time for the quarterfinals! Our opponent is definitely gonna be a tough one this time.
Okay. Okay, so he's gonna be an Earth user. After this one, we got 3 more. Are you winning? I hope you are. Yes, I'm winning. I just finished my match and we're going on to the next one right now.
Showtime, Bunglehead! Let's smash our way through to the semifinals!
Okay. Earth, fire, water. Okay. You can go with that. And I think I'll go with wind. See how this goes. Gotta fill up my water bottle. Be right back. Okay.
Ugh, it's you. The uncultured swine of the Nilut Pala Cup.
Excuse me?
You potty mouth! What's your problem?
The way you dote on your fungi. It's pathetic. What a joke. You make a mockery of the philosophy of the greatest beast tamer of all, the mighty Hania.
Greatest beast tamer of all? Ha! That's debatable.
We'll set her philosophy straight.
You keep telling yourself that. You were never gonna come close to facing Hania. Time for you to go home. Storm their front line and take them down!
Let's finish this with a water balloon meteor strike!
Hey! No backing down! We fight to the end!
I'm gonna take care of that.
No! This can't be happening! I trained my fungi non-stop! Maybe I should have been harder on them.
Well, we beat him, but somehow Paimon isn't really in the mood to celebrate.
Traveler, Paimon, I made it through.
That's amazing, Layla! You reached your goal!
Congratulations.
I heard you won against the unstoppable Hardy Two Blades, but you don't seem too happy about it. How come?
I'm here to stay now. All right.
It's just that
You just missed me doing the match.
that's really mean.
I won.
He said some weird things.
I see what you mean. Yeah, somehow beast tamers like him make me feel a little sad.
Sad?
Yeah, he clearly doesn't know anything about Hania. He's just making assumptions about what she's like based on a vague impression and even trying to copy her. I'm sure Hania would feel uneasy about it too if she knew. Also, he's so cruel to his shroom buddies when they could have been friends. It's not just his loss either. It brings all the other contestants down.
Right!
Agreed.
You have the right mindset, Layla. If only everyone was like you, this whole tournament would feel a lot less gloomy.
But it's only because I'm not aiming as high. I just want to be able to take Twirly Whirly back to live with me. That's all. Oh, looks like the next fight is you against me. Let's just try to enjoy ourselves. It doesn't matter who wins. This is just a little contest between friends.
You have a deal.
All right, time to see who's the strongest fungi, Twirly Whirly or Bongo Head. Loser buys dinner for the winner.
Whatever deal this is, you seem very happy about it. Did I miss anything big while I was gone?
Miko, you're back! Finally! You snuck off without saying anything last time, so we didn't get to tell you about the evidence we have some things to discuss with you.
Yes, well, it's been quite the ordeal for me, too. I only entered this tournament for a bit of fun, but now I've ended up in the semi-finals. I've barely had any time at all to spend with Soka and the others gathering source material for the novel. I'm sure you two will have a wonderful time in your fun and friendly match. I, on the other hand, have to take mine a little more seriously. I'm up against that stubborn young lady, after all.
Yeah, who knew it'd get to this point? Miss Yai has to face off against Hania.
Look on the bright side. Maybe Miko will help us defeat Hania. But that means we won't get to show Hania the error of her ways ourselves. Whatever. Paimon just doesn't want to see Miko lose.
If he's no good, then just make them walk the plank. Yeah, the way that guy was, he kind of reminded me a bit. I can't remember the name of the character, but it was a character in Pokemon where he basically was mean and cruel to his Pokemon, where he would have them attack each other just to try to make them stronger. And she's gonna bitch slam that bitch. I hope Miko does. It does win, but the fungi is wild animals. You want him caring with a lot of them because you don't want to be mean and cruel to them. And it's the reason why the fungi that Layla has and that I have, the reason they aren't aggressive, because we train it right and aren't being harsh to them or anything. Okay, here we go. Time to face Layla. Did you join a small streamer community Discord server by any chance? Oh, are you talking about the V-Hub? Oh, I've been a part of that for a while. It's been there in the intro for a long time. A long time. It's no. What Discord would you be referring to? There's a dude watching called Discord streamer community. No, I have not no, I have not joined any small streamer community Discord server. I have not. So another call is social streamer growth. No, I have not joined, and I don't. Those names do not sound familiar to me, Willow. All right, I'll watch them. It could be that they're just lurking and watching the stream, because we do have people that are lurking in the stream. I haven't done anything, but you're never too careful. That's right, because we do keep an eye on, because there are times where VTubers have gotten hate rated and bots have shown up before. We always have to keep an eye out. But if they're in stream and they're not doing anything that's against the rules, then leave them be, because we do have lurkers, and I do appreciate the lurkers coming in and just chilling out. Yes, yep. Okay, let's see. What am I gonna do for this team? I think I'll also go with... Yeah, maybe I should go with this lineup.
I'm feeling nervous, but excited at the same time. You don't have to go easy on me. Twirly Whirly and team have weathered plenty of tough challenges already, and they know how to put up a good fight. So you and your shroom buddies can give it your all.
Well then, prepare for battle, Layla and Twirly!
Twirly, quick! Do the thing! With the wind vortex! Hang in there, Twirly. You can still do this.
Sorry, Leela, but I do feel sorry about Leela, but I had to do this.
Oh shoot, we lost. But you and the gang put on the best show I've seen so far, Twirly Whirly. That was a real blast. I loved it. Thank you all. Twirly Whirly and I went out with a bang. Any other opponent, and we might be feeling a little disappointed right now. But we were definitely beaten by the best.
You did really well too, you know? Felt like we were one wrong move away from a very mushy bongo. Just letting the fungi do their thing and enjoying the match with no pressure to win, it was a good feeling.
Yeah, she might be helpful, and I did like when I was testing her out. I did like her ability, so so maybe what I'll do with Layla is I'll work on leveling her up to where a lot of my mains are. Just okay, perhaps this is how all competitions should be.
If only every match could be as carefree as that. Meanwhile, Miko's busy duking it out with Hania. Oh, Paimon's so nervous for her. Let's go see how she's doing. Huh? It's over already? And why is the atmosphere so heavy? Does this mean Miko won?
Your match is over too? You took your time. I'm assuming it was a close call.
You sound way too relaxed for someone who just fought in the semifinals. Bet it was a walk in the park, huh?
Yes, ours was as far from a close call as you could get. All it took was a few short, sharp strikes for Blitzara and I to be beaten by Hania.
What?
Huh?
She lost?
You think this is funny? Am I a joke to you?
Far from it, Hania. I know full well how serious you are about all this, from your ironclad determination to annihilate an entire species. How would I ever dare mock you? That said, if you continue down this path and find that it leads somewhere quite different from what you had hoped, what will become of that ironclad determination then? I look forward to finding out.
That's not your concern.
Running away so soon?
Miss Yai lost the match, but why is Hania the one who seemed upset?
The situation gets more interesting with each development. Blitzara injured Pyro 1 soon after the match started, and Hania was clearly quite distressed. I simply pointed out that she's still deceiving herself, and her defenses began breaking down. She's more fragile than I'd imagined.
Deceiving herself?
You mean Hania isn't as heartless as she tries to make herself out to be? So she does care about Pyro 1, but she didn't mean to show it in front of you.
Right answer. Now's our chance to get through to her. You, my little friends, are the only ones who can get her back onto the right path.
But Hania's long gone now. Where should we look for her?
Well, right now, I'm sure she must be wondering what it is that has made her suddenly start doubting herself after all this time. The answer lies with the three of you. I'm sure you all know where she's gone to.
Pylon, Layla, and me.
The place where I first met the traveler in Paimon?
Good point. It was when Layla mentioned her plan to bring her shroom buddies back home with her that Hania's mood suddenly changed. Layla, it seems like you're onto something. Let's catch up with Hania and set things straight.
You should stay here, little Layla. I understand that you want to help Hania, but she's not the kind of person you're good at dealing with. Leave it to them this time.
That's true. And if I said something that struck a nerve again, I'd only make things worse. Plus, you guys move pretty fast. If I tag along, I'd probably need to stop and gather my strength every 10 minutes.
Well, what are you waiting for, little one?
This is everything we dug up so far.
Oh, my, you've been busier than I thought. In return, I give you a blessing from me. Good luck. I'll share my thoughts the next time we meet.
That doesn't seem right at all for Miko to lose at all. That does not seem right at all. Miko should have won.
Hania should be around here somewhere. Pyro 1 follows her everywhere. We should be able to track her down through its elemental traces. Search the area with elemental sight.
How did you find me here?
We follow Pyro 1's tracks. We're a little worried about you. Wait a second. Are you comforting Pyro 1?
The irony, I know. And I'd probably be enjoying it if Pyro 1 were any other animal than a fungi. The next time we meet will be in the finals. Whatever you have to say, save it for if you beat me.
We want to understand where you're coming from. We want to help you see the fungi differently.
The Fox Lady said you might say that. You're pure of heart, kind, and believe the best in things. You wouldn't understand if I tried to explain. So here, read this.
What is it?
Let's see. Efficient fungi invasion. Thankfully, we came across a group of farmers in a nearby area that seems to be trapped by the aggressive fungi too. We have set a temporary camp. The kind of farmers brought sufficient provisions of medical herbs and it almost saved us all, but there were still several people who did not make it. The fungi surrounding the area are increasing in number, and if they're still in that preserved state, we can't leave just yet, at least not before the fungi are gone. If they ever leave, looks like that we'll be staying here for good. Marching along, number 39, 42 days, fungi invasion. Never thought I'd become trapped by a bunch of fungi for so long. I still can't see any hope of getting away from this place. Rabbit took his axe and made an attempt to go fight the fungi, but was stopped by the other farmers. Everyone knows that none of us are going to last long without the leader of the farmers around. Excuse me, but if the circumstances are enough to make the calmest and most composed farmer lose his cool, I can only imagine that the others feel what the others feel. Everyone must be feeling pretty frustrated now. The side-tuned peaches we picked from the nearby areas and the remaining provisions are going to last a few weeks more. Following the farmer's suggestion, we have started looking for suitable seeds to grow our own food, and the camp needs an expansion. We have to make plans for long term. We might eventually have to turn this place into a small village. A village full of fungi victims. How absurd. Hopefully we'll manage to keep ourselves from starving to death before the crops mature.
These are my ancestors' records. They were attacked by a horde of fungi in the rainforest. Many people were seriously injured. There was nothing exceptional about this incident at the time, and it certainly never made it into any official records. But my family have been reading it to me since I was a child, constantly warning me of the grave threat that fungi pose to us.
So, that's what happened. Oh, no wonder you're so hostile towards fungi.
But things are different now.
Yeah, and anyway, doesn't your family's experience make this tournament all the more meaningful? The Wisdom Orb finally means that humans and fungi can live in peace together.
It's not as simple as turning bad fungi into nice fungi with the Wisdom Orb. Plenty of scholars have experimented with similar things in my village in the past. But every one of them failed, gave up, and moved on. Even this new Wisdom Orb can only suppress the fungi's aggressive nature temporarily. Without this device, they're still extremely dangerous creatures. On top of that, the orb's intellectual boost makes the fungi unnaturally strong. Too much elemental energy in one place is not a good idea, especially for people in poor shape already. If you've got a sensitive constitution and you start using a Wisdom Orb, you're gonna start experiencing symptoms pretty quickly.
Unnaturally strong?
Wait, Layla's been coughing a lot lately. Could that be because of the Wisdom Orb?
As you'll be well aware by now, all Caltilia cares about is his precious research. He just wants to expand his influence and increase the profile of the Beast Tamer event. Meanwhile, Alhingen's taking advantage of the situation. Impressed by Cautilia's research, he invested a huge sum into promoting the tournament, consequently lowering everyone's guard against the fungi. I don't trust either of them, period. I don't believe highly aggressive creatures like the fungi can coexist with humans. But I'm just another retired mercenary, so who's gonna listen to me? All I can do is play by their rules until victory is mine. Then I'll fight for the outcome I'm hoping for, and keep them from getting their way. I initially had a sliver of hope that you might help me in my endeavors. Guess that was pretty naive of me. But it doesn't matter what you think about all this, or what you think of me. I'm going to beat you, and then there will be nothing you can do to stop me.
Ania.
This notebook is just a relic from my past now. Do whatever you want with it. Because come the day of the final, I'm going to declare the execution of all fungi, including Pyro 1.
That's cold.
It's time to say goodbye to the past.
That didn't go as planned. Well, there's only one option left. We gotta defeat Hania in the final match.
At least we got her notebook.
Didn't Hania mention something about other researchers in the past trying to stop the damage caused by fungi too? There should be more information in this notebook. Let's take a look.
Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Day 7, the researchers seem to be planning to use some kind of capturing device to control aggressive fungi. The code name of this device is a string of complicated terminology. They've also included license of approval from the Academia. In addition, they are preparing something called the Weathering Potion to suppress the fungi's activity, making them easier to control. The Weathering Potion also came from a complex notes and official approval of the Academia. Anyway, I'll record the information down for now. Let's see. Bottom of this page is filled with complex terms and comments. It's not hard to infer that whoever wrote them did so by copying the researcher's notes word by word under a dim light. Okay, expedition 39, day 13 of the investigation. We failed again when we returned to the village. Two seriously wounded mercenaries insisted on quitting before going to bed. I heard the lead researcher arguing with a few subordinates, one of them trying to convince the lead researcher to give up on the weathering potion, saying that they have gotten its function wrong from the very beginning. The outcome contradicted their expectations, and it could very well lead to their deaths. Another subordinate was yelling curses at an unfamiliar person. Judging from the details of the argument, it seems like someone has made a grave mistake. They are here to settle this mess, but upon witnessing the state of things, they start planning to drop everything and run. Something doesn't feel right, but I still need more evidence to make sure.
These look like research notes. Guess Hania's ancestors kept them after the scholars left. Whew. This section looks super complicated. The handwriting is really bad, and there are too many technical terms. Paimon can't make heads or tails of this. Wait, some of these look familiar, though. Oh, that's right. We saw them on the documents Dory gave us.
So the notes and the documents are connected.
All right, let's put them side by side. Go through carefully and try to figure out what's written in these notes.
Contents compiled, combining the clues. The device remnants of the remains of the files Dory gave you contain same license of approval as the device recorded in the notes has. Evidently, these devices were considered technologically identical by the Academia. Similarly, the formula for the floral jellies shares many basic ingredients and medical principles with the weathering potion. From the notes, the only difference is that the amount of certain active ingredients applied in the floral jelly is much lower than that of the weathering potion. Also, protective ingredients and so-called stabilizers were added to the floral jelly. At this point, it can be roughly deduced that the remnants of the instrument and that the organizers of the Neapolitan Cup Beast Tamers tournament attempted to destroy utilized the technological outcomes for the capturing device, and the floral jelly can be deemed as an upgrade of the weathering potion with enhanced safety that can trigger a temporary boost to the activity of the fungi and let them gain some special powers while being activated.
A capturing device and a withering potion?
Device used to capture the fungi made them calm and approachable, but with the weathering potion made them go berserk.
So that's how it went down. The fungi only attacked Hania's ancestors because of what that potion did to them. And then the researchers built that device to try and capture the angry fungi. Also, if floral jelly is just an improved version of the withering potion, and the wisdom orb isn't Cautilia's invention either, he's basically giving someone else's invention a new name and passing them off as his own. He's a big fat liar!
Big fat liar indeed, although I can't say that I'm surprised. Yeah, there have been people that have done that out there where they claim they find something, they claim it as their own. There have been incidences and known instances of people stealing someone's artwork and trying to pass it off as their own.
Why is Cautilia so eager to get people to use the wisdom orb anyway?
Did I miss something? What is it that you missed, Willow? Maybe he wants to finish the work started by scholars that went before him, but more likely he just wants to take credit for other people's work.
We gotta warn Elhingen. He needs to stop bankrolling Cautilia right away! As for Hania, she has no idea that the fungi only attacked her ancestors because they were under the potion's influence. No wonder she holds it against them. Oh, don't worry, Bongo Head. Paimon knows you're not gonna turn evil because of some floral jelly. You stayed a very good fungus even after we turned off the wisdom orb. Whoa! You can understand what Paimon's saying? Oh, wow! You're getting smarter!
The wisdom orb isn't active. I don't know, just making things go boom in my game. Oh.
Huh? Since when? Oh, Paimon didn't even notice. Does that mean Bongo Head is hanging out with us by choice right now?
And it's good experience. It's had a good experience with us so far. We gained a mutual understanding.
See? Hania was wrong after all. The fungi aren't gonna lose control this time. Some fungi understand people and just want to get along, like Bongo Head here. Oh, Hania did make one good point though. The wisdom orb has its limits. As long as that's the case, fungi won't be able to live with humans forever. Paimon was really hoping Bongo Head could join us for the rest of our journey. Isn't there a way?
Let's look for ways to improve the wisdom orb.
Yeah, it's a shame, but it seems like there's no other choice. We still have some time before the final. Should we report Cautilia to the academia?
We also don't want to let him know we're onto him.
True. For him to have made it this far, he must have been planning for a long time. If he caught wind of our plans to expose him, he'd definitely be wary of us. Whatever else happens, we have to give it our all on the day of the final. Let's beat Hania and knock some sense into her. Then we should get Elhingen to help us expose Cautilia for the fraud he is!
the next day.
Ready? Today's the big day! The Nilatpala Cup Final! We have to do it.
Okay, time to head back over for our next match.
Ladies and gentlemen, after some fierce competition in the round so far, we arrive at long last at the final of the Nilutpala Cup. It's time to find out who is the very best beast tamer of all, Hania or the Traveler. If the winner of the final round makes it through the ultimate trial, they will acquire my entire fortune. It will then be their responsibility to continue hosting this tournament into the future and to promote the philosophy of peaceful coexistence throughout all of Tivat.
Huh. Kautilya isn't here today. Oh, this is our chance. After the final match and the ultimate trial, we'll go tip off Elhingen and confront Kautilya head-on! Nico? Layla? You're here!
Much as I expected. The insufferable research maniac has exposed his true colors to our two protagonists. You seem to be edging ever closer to the truth. Holding off on reporting Kautilya to the Academia seems like a sensibly cautious decision at this stage. Who's to say if Kautilya, or indeed anyone else for that matter, is really who they appear to be?
Yeah, we can't afford to let our guards down now. We gotta fight Hania first, the strongest beast tamer out there. And we still have no idea what we're in for with Elhingen's ultimate trial. Oh, how are we gonna get through to Hania, though?
The answer should be quite obvious by now, surely. Take all of our fungi and defeat her fair and square. Force her to let go of her stubborn attitude and listen to the truth.
I believe in you guys. I know you'll be able to get her to come around.
We'll be right back in just a sec. Okay, I am back. Thanks for all your support.
Ah, yeah! Bongo Head, Twirly Whirly, and Blitzara! The tightest power trio in all of Shroomdom! With your powers combined, winning this final will be easier than taking a radish from a hilly churl!
Alright, so today we will talk about mushrooms. Okay. See here, I think what I will do is, okay, so I have to use these three. So I will go with my stone earth shroom. Time to take on Hania.
The day has finally arrived, Traveler and Paimon. I warned you not to get emotionally attached to the fungi. You have to treat them as your pawns. But it seems like you haven't changed one bit. In which case, this match will be a short one.
You're the one that needs to change.
Yeah! When we send Bongo Head and buddies into action, it's like clockwork, and we ain't about to stop ticking!
Time to show you how a real beast tamer fights. Your feeble strategy will be your undoing. go, Pyro 1!
I will. I'm gonna take her down. Only one left.
Don't worry, Pyro 1. We're about to reach their limit.
No, we're not no close to reaching a limit. We barely broken a sweat. And that's that.
Pyro 1, why did you hold back?
Pyro 1 has become more than just a pawn to you.
Don't blame Pyro 1, Hania. And don't force yourself to do something you don't want to. You started having second thoughts when Pyro 1 got injured during the semifinals, didn't you? You never met a well-matched opponent until you fought Miko, and now us had you. So you never had to put Pyro 1 or any of your other fungi in danger before. When you saw one of your fungi get injured for the first time, you realized you felt compassion for it.
Compassion? You really think I feel anything for these fungi?
Yes, it's painfully obvious.
Hania, you grew up listening to terrible tales about the horrors of fungi. Paimon completely understands how they made you feel. But that doesn't mean that you should just treat a buddy who stands by you here as your arch enemy. You won't be able to lie to yourself forever. We fight off fierce fungi all the time, and we always used to think of them as monsters too. The whole reason we entered this tournament is because we didn't want fungi causing any trouble. But after meeting Bongo Head, we realized that if you just give them some time and treat them well, the gentler fungi will get to know you and treat you like their friends. At the very least, treat fungi like they're on your side, not as your pawns, and certainly not as your enemy.
Say no to prejudice.
Enough! Don't patronize me. In case you've forgotten, this match isn't over yet.
Actually, it is. Okay, now that's just plain dirty.
Pyro 1, release the explosion!
Alright, you super explode to the face and defeat Hania once and for all!
Guess she didn't learn her lesson the first time.
Give it your all, Pyro 1! Show them what you're truly made of! I failed. Just before the most important step of all.
Have you learned your lesson now?
You two, you were the only ones who could stop me. But how when your mindset is so childish?
We'll show you how.
Hania, as we agreed, you have to hear us out now that we've won. But let's put that aside for now. Can we bring Pyro 1 along for the ultimate trial?
Pyro 1? You want to take it with you?
Yep. We want to pass the ultimate trial with everyone's fungi side by side. Bongo Head, Twirly Whirly, Blitzara, and Pyro 1.
We'll make sure they're all properly looked after.
We looked through your notebook that day after we spoke to you, and it cleared up a lot of things. You're right to be concerned about the dangers of fungi, up to a point. Wisdom orbs come with health risks to some people. This tournament shouldn't have been promoted so widely, and there are limits to how closely fungi and humans can coexist in general. However, by making constant improvements to the Wisdom Orb and using it for friendly communication with the fungi, we can figure out which are the nice ones and gradually learn more about them.
Fine, if that's what you want. I lost, so I don't get to call the shots. And I guess Pyro 1 would rather be with someone who actually cares about it.
Cheer up, Hania. I'm sure you mean a lot to Pyro 1. We have more important stuff we gotta tell you after the ultimate trial.
Regarding your ancestors.
That's right. You'll see things differently after you know the story. Paimon just knows it.
I just had to say, what a magnificent duel. A battle between competing philosophies, as well as a showdown between two top beast tamers.
Alhingen? What are you doing in the arena?
Why, I'm here to witness the final duel and the winner's spectacular performance in the ultimate trial. How could I possibly miss such a milestone moment in this tournament's history? Come now, Traveler, Paimon, it's time to prove yourselves. I have no doubt that you'll play a significant role in bringing this tournament to a whole new level.
What's going on here? Why are the Fatui everywhere?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. What are the Fatui here?
Bad guys. We'll deal with them. Get yourself to safety. Wait a second. Where is the exit?
So most likely he's been working with the Fatui all along. And he knew that we would show up. That was why he probably knew, no doubt knew we would have joined, and he's been working with the Fatui all along. The arena hasn't been taken over by bad guys. This was all part of his plan.
The Traveler is correct. Nothing gets past you, does it? In which case, I presume you planned for this eventuality, no?
Wait, this is all wrong. Isn't this the ultimate trial? Cautilia's supposed to be the villain. He was just using this tournament for his own agenda, and he tricked you into sponsoring him.
Not far off. You're right about Cautilia's motivations. This started when he discovered a promising use for a forgotten technology. So I bought his loyalty and organized this tournament to expand the reach of his technology. Though I must say, I never expected a prize catch like yourself to take the bait so eagerly.
Not as early as you're confessing to your crimes. You can continue your confessions in jail. Yep, but he's going to jail.
So, you weren't being fooled by Cautilia. It was you using him. This whole time you were just another lousy Fatui. Oh, now Paimon's mad. So much for warning you about Cautilia. Boglehead, get him!
Oh, look at you. I've got chills down my spine. But I'm afraid that's not happening.
Twirly Whirly, Blitzara, Pyro 1, what's going on?
Oh crap.
Cautilia added a handy little back door in the wisdom orbs. As soon as I send the command, all fungi under their control report to me instead.
A back door?
So, this whole tournament, it was just an elaborate ploy to get other people to capture fungi for you! And now you're gonna make them all into your evil minions!
Very impressive. You hit all the key notes there. I hold the tournament a few times, build up an army of fungi living amongst the people, and then I can create all kinds of damage. You have to understand, this is a huge opportunity for me. My accomplishments will eclipse those of my other comrades. And then, my dear Master Dottore, left because of you, will finally realize that I can still be worth something to him.
You worked for Dottore before.
But now, I think I might go one step further. Getting rid of you would be doing a major service for all the Fatui, from the foot soldiers to the harbingers. This could be a career-making moment for me. I'll finally earn Master Dottore's respect. I'll just say it was a tragic accident. You placed too much trust in the fungi, tried to push past the limits, and ended up causing the whole arena to collapse, with you still inside. Once this domain's sealed off, no one will ever find you. I'll have Cautilia assume all liability and criminal charges, then inform the Academia. After that, I'll invest even more into this tournament in the name of honoring your memory. I'll promote it harder. The competitions will be bigger and more frequent.
You selfish, double-crashing monster! How could you? Paimons are just about enough from you, mister! You'll never get away with this! But what are we gonna do? You don't have any weapons on you, and our shroom buddies won't respond to us anymore!
Is every man or a shroom for themselves? I have faith in Bongo Head. I don't want Paimon to die. Don't worry, Paimon's not gonna die. And also, if you notice, Bongo Head has not joined their side, which means it may work on them because they haven't really spent a whole lot of time with us, but because we've had the wisdom orb it turned off, Bongo Head doesn't really respond. So, see.
Take your time. Pit fungi against fungi and warriors against warriors. I want the traveler to see his buddy being destroyed. Then, once his faith is utterly shattered, put him out of his misery, quickly and painlessly. I accept that our actions thus far have not been beyond reproach. But at least we can give the traveler the ceremonious final farewell that they deserve.
There are too many of them.
This isn't right. I've activated the backdoor command 3 times now on the floating hydrofungus. Why is it still obeying the traveler? Is Cautilia's device malfunctioning?
Oh dear, the poor thing still hasn't realized. The technology in the wisdom orb does make fungi more obedient to their beast tamers, but all it does to achieve this is suppress some of their basic instincts, allowing them to communicate with their owner as effectively as any other animal. The trust that these 4 fungi place in their beast tamers, and the bond they now share, have grown stronger than the wisdom orb.
Yai, Miko! You broke the domain sealing spell?
Please.
You go to the rescue.
You thought your crude replicas could keep me out? You appear to have woefully underestimated who you're dealing with. Not to mention that shoddily designed backdoor command. Did you honestly believe that no one would notice the litany of vulnerabilities in your grand plan?
Curses!
Miko, Layla, and Hania too!
I'll hang in. So this was all you're doing! Whatever threat the fungi might pose, your nefarious ambitions are the true menace here!
Come on, Miss Yai. Let's go help them.
Easy now, Layla. All that's left for us to do now is to watch and wait. The bond of companionship is not something so easily severed by the designs or devices of humans. Blitzara, you haven't completed your mission yet. You're not thinking of giving up now, are you?
Huh? Look! Blitzara's back to normal!
Is this the moment Miss Yai said we were waiting for? Twirly Whirly, I believe in you. Take this Kirk down.
The backdoor command is wearing off! They're all returning to normal!
Still doubting what your heart tells you, Hania? You're afraid. Afraid to accept that the fungus you treated as a pawn now trusts you completely. Because then you'll be forced to face your true feelings, which you have been trying so desperately to escape from. But don't keep your fungus waiting much longer. Look, now that it's no longer under the Wisdom Orb's control, it's waiting for your orders.
Pyro 1, are you really waiting for me? I'm sorry. I've been so harsh on you, but you still trust me. Go. Do what you have to do.
Well, one way or another, it looks like all the fungi have returned to their senses! Great! Shame on you, Elhingen! You're about to pay for what you've done!
Hold the line! And keep your heads! They're just a handful of fungi. We still have the upper hand.
Don't be a killjoy! You've only just begun! It's time for a flash push!
Victory is within our grasp! Bobblehead, use Polymama Final Justice!
This was well done!
They don't stand a chance. See, they're getting easily being taken out.
Roasted!
And there's one left.
An unfortunate fault! You'll get frostbite!
Oh, there's more of them? Okay, apparently this wasn't going to be as simple as I thought.
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! Caution fires! Freshness preserved! Frozen classified heat! Harden up! This was well done! You can't run! You got it! This was well done! Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! Looks like I went too far. You need to hurry up! Rest done! You need to hurry up! Roasted frog! An unfortunate fault! Goodness!
Beaten by a few measly fungi? This is absurd.
Where do you think you're going?
Miko, why didn't you stop him?
Oh, I'm just a tourist. As far as I'm aware, I don't have the authority to detain anybody within Sumeru's borders. Is that not the case for you too? Still, you needn't worry. He won't escape. You'll see once you get back to the tournament arena.
Ah, cryptic. Well, no time to figure that one out. On with the chase! You're from the Core of 30!
You finally made your move.
By order of the General Mahamatra, we're here to arrest Elhingen for grave crimes and Kautilya for academic misconduct. The General Mahamatra has been watching Kautilya closely for some time. He's busy dealing with other affairs today, so he couldn't find the time to apprehend the offenders himself. Thankfully, with all the evidence you gathered, we were able to swiftly bring this case to a conclusion. The General Mahamatra wrote a letter for the two of you. Please, take a look.
Okay, prior to the General I don't know how to pronounce it. Mahamatra, I guess is how it's pronounced. Sorry if I butchered it. Returns to his post. The Matra were starting to suspect Kautilya was up to something, and Kautilya had Ingen partner up with him, keeping the most important evidence hidden. If it weren't for the Traveler and Paimon's help, I'm good. I'm good, Willow. Thanks for the offer, though. It won't take me long to get through this. Evidence hidden. If it weren't for the Traveler and Paimon's help providing council evidence, the Mantra might have spent longer time investigating the duo sanctions. The Wisdom Orb and Floral Jelly were indeed derived from the capturing device and weathering potion. The latter two share similarities to the Omi Ubiquity Net from Inazuma, which originates from Leeway's Adeptus arts. Therefore, one could say the two technologies are based on solid references. However, the capturing device and weapon potion aren't thoroughly validated due to insufficient development at the time. They're experimental items created by the Amantra researchers for controlling dangerous creatures. These items once resulted in a horrific accident and therefore should no doubt be locked away forever. Kautilya made use of his status and Chingin's funds to bribe relative personnel. He obtained samples of documentation, then hired a few talented students to work on enhancing the two products by making them safer and more reliable. Kautilya would then use the tournament as a cover for his true intentions, causing damage in Sumeru. The Mantra rounded up another group of Mantra scholars to develop countermeasures that targeted Kautilya's backdoor command. They planted it to specific wisdom orbs and handed them out to the Mantra to shift at the arena. If anything happens to the countermeasures, would be put to use. Fortunately, everything went smoothly with the tournament. No one was hurt, and there were no property losses. The tournament even brought a financial gain to Port Ormos. As for now, all personnel within the academia have been tainted. They shall face just judgment. The pseudo leader of this operation has confirmed all locations of interest. Criminals at large are highly likely to show up around the areas. The Corpse of 30 can acquire them with no more than a limited number of people. As for El Chingan, the result of his intentional investigation reveals that 60% of his sponsor funds came from illegal sources. The rest of were his business earnings in Sumeru. Because of this, Fatui informant is a quite complicated case. The academia will arrange for specialized personnel to deal with this matter. Okay, almost through it. Traveler and Paimon, I have included Pseudo's report at the front of this letter. Take a look if you're interested. It may help understand the situation better. The enthusiastic participants of an audience do not deserve to be deceived like this. I will be using Elkingen's business earnings as prize money for the participants in compensation for other relative people. If the funds are not enough, the extra amount will be included in Caltilia's fine. The Beast Tamers tournament was a positive influence and might become as well known as Genius as TCG. So it doesn't need to discontinue just because two schemers in the eyes of the general public. You two have taken over as the hosts of the event. Please don't worry too much. I trust you'll arrange for things accordingly. Lastly, please say hello to on my behalf. If the chance arises, I would like to spar with her in a duel. I hope she'll not be very against some powerful. Hold on. I hope she'll not be a very against some powerful decks with certain styles. So, boss man, when will you start playing Arknights? I have no idea when I'll start playing Arknights because I am as you know, I am currently busy with the model.
So Sino has been keeping an eye on this competition too. He and his people must have been secretly investigating at the same time we were. Lucky we had some backup.
And also, with Arknights, if I was to start playing Arknights, it wouldn't be on stream. It would be off stream because that's what it gets with something like with Arknights. It's usually repetitive, and I usually prefer games where like Genshin, others on that I have yet to play. But at some point I will be getting to Arknights. It's just that it's gonna take time because right now my priorities are working on getting the model done because I'm close to. I think I am close to finishing it. Well, I don't know about repetitive, but I mean like stages. Well, kind of competitive like with Azure Lane. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy Azure Lane, but I don't know about. And I am not accepting any world joins at this time. But you know, but I don't know if it's repetitive or not. But a lot of but like if it's actually, it probably will have like a lot of repetitive stuff where it's usually the same thing. But I have no idea. But I am interested in trying out Arknights, but just not on stream. Okay, so Sino's been keeping an eye on this competition. Sino, aka Sayu. Man, you're lame. Hey! What's that supposed to mean? I'm not lame. I'm not lame. Ow! It's just that it's not that it's just that I have different opinions on things. There's nothing wrong with me having different opinions. Is there? Yeah, I can see right now you're laughing at me. You're laughing at me. I can tell. You think it's funny, huh? What did I do to deserve this? I'm a good demon. I haven't done anything wrong. I don't deserve this abuse. And now we see the violence. Oh, now we see the violence inherent in the system. Come see the violence inherent in the system. Help, help! I'm being repressed. If you don't know what that's from a Monty Python and the Holy Grail reference. The timing worked out perfectly.
All right, we'll take the suspects away now. The area will be unattended while we're gone, but with you here, I can put my mind at ease.
You might think this is over, but mark my words. You haven't seen the last of me. Or Master Dottore!
Oh, quit while you're behind, loser! Have fun in prison, you fatui lowlife! Wait, Sino mentioned that he used our evidence, so is that where Miko was going after the last 16? To hand it in and make a report?
Oh, please, spare me that look. I didn't sign up for any of this. I'm supposed to be having a nice vacation, but all sorts of vexing issues keep managing to find their way to me. After the round of 16, I simply took a walk around Sumeru City with my editors. I did have a very brief conversation with the General Mahamatra, but only because he happened to be passing by at the time. The evidence you gathered was the key to solving this case.
The more you try playing it down, the more confusing it all sounds.
Anyway, now that the organizer and the sponsor have both been arrested, what should we do about the fungi in this tournament?
The rules still stand. These little ones won the tournament and passed the ultimate trial, which means they'll be taking Elhingen and Cautilia's place. From now on, everything about this tournament will be up to these two to decide. And after all the experience they've gained, I'm sure they are more than up to the task.
First things first, we need to tell... And we need to tell her about the truth.
Lady Kitsune told me everything. The fungi that attacked my ancestors were out of control because they'd gone berserk. Everything I thought I knew about the fungi was based on a misunderstanding. I took it all much too far.
Huh? We didn't get to say anything! Miko, why did you have to steal our thunder?
If by that you mean thank you, Miko, then you're welcome. Hania needed a little pep talk to perk her up so that she would join us in taking a stand against Elhingen. How else was I supposed to motivate her?
You don't have to say
She does have a
anymore.
good point.
I was too close-minded. I know that now. I kept telling myself the same things, lying to myself until I became numb. But now I've seen the truth with my own eyes. Even without the wisdom orb, Pyro 1 willingly followed my instruction. It trusted me all along. I hold my hands up. I was wrong. You're well within your rights to criticize me, and I accept whatever punishment you deem appropriate.
Punishment? What do you take us for? Sure, you said some pretty scary
Now she sees the
things,
error of her
and
ways.
you were way too strict with Pyro 1, but clearly you've already learned your lesson. Wait, actually, having said that, Paimon has an idea!
Me too.
Alright, Paimon's got it. Let's go tell everyone else what we came up with.
Time to put your gift gab to good use.
Ahem. Oh, this is Paimon's first time speaking to so many people from a stage like this.
There's not that
Paimon's
many.
getting butterflies. Paimon and the Traveler are super happy that we were lucky enough to win this tournament and even expose a criminal conspiracy while we were at it. The responsibility for continuing to hold this tournament in the future now lies in our hands. Now, they may have thrown the organizer and the sponsor in jail, but you can all breathe a huge sigh of relief because the prizes are still being issued as promised.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about! Woo-woo!
That's a good call.
However, unfortunately, the wisdom orbs currently have a harmful effect on their surrounding environment, so they pose a risk to people's health. This means that we won't be able to keep our fungi friends around for the long term. So, for the sake of everyone's well-being, over the coming days, we recommend that everyone entrust their fungi into the care of the best darn beast tamer in town, Hania! But you won't be away from them for too long. While Hania takes care of your fungi, we'll be talking to the academia with the goal of trying to resolve the current issues with the wisdom orb as soon as possible. And of course, this tournament was so much fun. It'd be a real shame if it was a one-off affair. I'm sure you've got a big appetite for more fungi fun and games. So once the technical issues are all sorted out, and we're all reunited with our fungi friends, let's battle it out all over again!
Oh man, we don't get to keep our fungi.
So that's my punishment.
Think of it more as a reward for being the runner-up.
Don't think of it that way, Miss Hania. Spending time with Shroom Buddies is actually really fun. Right, Twirly Whirly? I'm gonna miss you, Twirly Whirly. Take good care of my best Shroom Buddy. Oh.
Traveler, Paimon, Layla, and Lady Kitsune. What can I say? You're a fascinating bunch.
Come on, Hania. We announced the official decision with everyone watching. You better look alive.
Yeah, don't worry. I get it. As a beast tamer, I accept your proposal. I will do my utmost to care for these fungi and treat them like the treasured companions that they are to their masters.
Now those sound like the words of an awesome person called Hania that Paimon wants to be friends with. Just wish he'd shown us this Hania sooner. Anyway, let's spend some final quality time with our Shroom buddies. Then we'll all meet up in Port Ormos.
It's a shame we don't get to keep the fungi. I really enjoyed the fungi. I really wish we could keep them. Oh, now I'm able to do this. And now I have Dory added to my roster of characters. Also means I can now go back to the event shop and get the other stuff I hadn't gotten. Thanks. I was gonna work on some of the other quests, but I had to do this one because I was really enjoying this one, and I decided to do. That's why I decided to stream this part of the event because it had a story to it. And I just bought everything that was in the shop. Like, everything is empty, see? But it's a shame we don't get next stream. Will I be able to show my accent and voice? Unfortunately, no. Willow, because we still have a lot of story and stuff to do. Because with a Genshin stream, I mean, no, because with story, what it is that in order for me to continue with the Archon, I have to first do. Don't worry, there will be a chance. It's just that we have to get there. See, what I have to do for story-wise is show you is let me see where it should be here. Yeah, this is a perilous trial and perilous trail. I have to complete the Taurus one, and you see, what was the other one? where did the spirit stone descend? In order to do this, I first have to do the character story quests, and I have to do this one first in order to unlock Ito's, which is required for me to, which is one of the requirements for that Archon quest. So I have to first do this one with Kakome. I have to do her story quest, and then I have to do Ito, and then I have another one, but don't remember if that one has any story, so I have to see what happens after that one, because but I do know I have some here that don't have any voice acting on them, so there will be a chance. It's just I have to do some ones with up here first. But don't worry, we'll get a chance to chat during Genshin soon. It's just that it takes time, because I'm not a speedrunner. I like to take my time with things.
Traveler, Bongohead, it's time for us to meet up with everyone in Port Ormos. Let's go see Layla first.
Traveler, Paimon, Bongohead, over here.
Hey, Layla! Have you and Twirly Whirly been having fun these past few days?
Definitely. With Twirly Whirly helping me carry my luggage, we could go camping really far away, and I got to see the stars from a different perspective. Oh, I even managed to make some progress with my paper. Although, I've tried making almost everything on my food list now. Every time I used flour or something, it got in the air and gave me a coughing fit. But after all that, I still haven't figured out what Twirly Whirly likes. It would be great if the improved wisdom orb allowed us to communicate directly with the fungi. I should mention that in my letter and get someone to ask a senior Immortus scholar.
Paimon's never seen you in such good spirits, Layla. You spoke a lot more than usual just now, and you're still full of life. You really go the extra mile for your shroom buddies.
I think I might have overexerted myself, though. I'm flagging hard. Let's go see Missy Eye before I crash.
Oh? You're earlier than I expected.
Miko, you're not leaving, are you? It feels like you never got to properly enjoy your vacation here.
Oh, my needs for amusement have been more than met. Thanks to your help, our little inspiration hunt went perfectly. Not only did we gain invaluable experience in the tournament, we also had all the excitement of exposing a criminal conspiracy. Yes, I think I might ask Soka to ditch her original characters and just make you the protagonists in her next novel.
you were helping from behind the scenes, you knew that there was something up with something up. I'm gonna go with
True. It all makes sense now. You dropped so many hints, but it went over Paimon's head at the time. Why didn't you expose Elhingen right away, though? Why wait for things to escalate like they did?
Going for the big reveal right at the beginning would have been an anticlimax of the most literal kind. I wanted to see how you'd react in a situation like this, and you did not disappoint. I thought that the story between you and the fungi would follow a master-servant paradigm, but you offered something even better. Companionship, based on mutual understanding. From a certain point of view, it seems fitting that Elhingen, the one person who could barely keep the word master from his lips, met his downfall at your hand. Of course, considering what he's capable of, I'm sure he'll have his ways of continuing to put up a fight.
Paimon's getting confused again. In the future, we should take notes when Miko's talking and carefully look over them later.
Oh, that's enough chatting for now. I'll leave Blitzara in your hands. Remember to take good care of it. I hope you really give this a good shot, you and Hania. The future of this highly entertaining tournament depends on the decisions you make from now on. I'm excited to see what you've got in store for us.
Best if I teleport over here, might get me closer to it. Something just vanished. I wonder what that was.
Hello, all. Right on time. I've collected all the other contestants' wisdom orbs and found a suitable place for our fungi friends to live. I'll make absolutely sure the surrounding environment is not affected. Say hello to everyone, Kindlejoy.
Kindlejoy?
That's Pyro One's new name. When I saw how well behaved it was when we first met, a sense of joy welled up inside me. If I just let go of my preconceived notions about fungi and allowed myself to truly feel that moment, maybe I could have felt like that all this time.
I'm so glad Hania has finally worked things out.
Yeah! Even though Paimon has gotten used to the name Pyro 1 at this point, the new name holds so much more significance!
Congratulations, Nia, and congratulations to you too, Kindlejoy.
I will commit to giving these gentle creatures the highest standard of care I can provide. Please, rest assured that your fungi friends will be safe with me.
I guess it's time for us to say goodbye. Go on, Twirly Whirly. Be a good fungus now and do everything that Hania says.
But Zara, Mika will be back to visit when the next Beast Tamers tournament comes around. High five, Bongo Head! It was really fun having you around. Paimon hopes that you have a good time at Hania's, and is really looking forward to seeing you again next time.
We'll meet again, that's a promise.
I hope that the day when humans and fungi can live in harmony will come quickly. I believe in you all. You'll make it happen. I look forward to the good news.
Yep, the end. For the tournament, yes. And what's a shame is I really wish they at least, even though they could have made it story-wise where the fungus buddies they go off, but they could have made it to where we could have them like as a companion as a around us, like this little guy I have with me right here. I really wish they could have just made it to where we could like choose like from the 4 main ones, we could choose which ones we could have with us. But no, they had to make it to where it would be a tearful goodbye. And but actually it is getting close to that time actually where I will have to end stream, unfortunately. So what I am going to do is I am going to be taking us back over the chat, and we are going to look for somebody to raid. But just stick around because you will be getting extra channel points from the raid. So let me just take us on over. Okay. Yep, that's the first one, and don't forget to get the second one, Willow. Good job. Okay, there are your raid messages. I'll give for so you guys can copy those while I look for somebody for us to raid. So let's see who is on. Okay. Best mod in the world. Let's. A lot of people are see. A lot of people are playing the Pokemon, so playing Scarlet and Violet. Overwatch. Yep, people are playing the new Pokemon game. I expected. I actually do play it. Yuri Crimson is live. Crimson, I don't have him on my list. Do you think you can give me the link to his channel? I don't have it. I don't have him on my following list. But I'm pretty sure. Let me see in Discord. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah. Like Crimson is. So. Let's see what Crimson's up to. He's playing Halo Reach. He's currently playing Halo Reach. You see, let me just. literally just said that out loud. Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes I do have a bit of a habit of repeating myself a couple of times on things. Let me see how Shemaya's doing. On Scarlet or Violet and see which, and maybe we can see what version she got. Have to wait for this ad to end.
Reporting for Call of Duty.
I hope so.
Oh, she got cramp. She got Scarlet. I think what we'll do is we will raid Shemaya. We're gonna raid Shemaya. So that. Okay, there we go. And raid is going to be started. Thank you, and thanks to everyone who came to the stream today. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I actually will be back tomorrow, and we're going to continue with Bioshock Buried at Sea. We're going to continue with that because yesterday I couldn't stream because something else was going on, so I'm gonna make up for that, and I'm gonna be on tomorrow. So look forward to that because we're gonna be at the beginning of the Burial at Sea, so we'll be working on that. So look forward to that tomorrow. And with that, I will say good night, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is in your time zones. Thanks to everyone who came to the stream today, and I will see everybody later.